My sister slept with my fiancé, while my mother knew. So I put them on blast. Scorched earth. Welcome to my nightmare that Reddit keeps deleting.
Before we start, show devotion by wickedly smacking the like button.
Warning. The following story will be upsetting to cheaters. "30-year-old woman here. I have a sister who's just a year older than me. We've always had such a good relationship. So finding out about this one? Hurt. She might as well have just stabbed me in my heart. On top of that, I've been with my fiancé since high school, and we've always been with each other through thick and thin. We were going to get married in a few months. I have no idea why on earth they did this to me. What's even worse was that our mom knew, and out of fear of getting involved, my sister apparently begged her not to say a word. She didn't tell me anything. Thankfully, my dad found out and wasn't having it, and he spilled the beans to me. I've never been so angry in my life. Not only did I kick my fiancé out and throw out his stuff, some of it in the trash, but I decided to hurt my sister. In another way. Why not do the same for my fiancé? Simple. She's my sister. We've always had a good relationship until she decided to ruin it months before my big day, which I allowed her to be a bridesmaid in. You don't do that to anyone, let alone your sister. Your blood. My sister's big on gardening, fanatically so. So when she lost her dog, she made a garden for him. I knocked on her door. At that point, she didn't know that I knew. And, of course, I played nice. Short version? I moved on to what she did with my fiancé, and I slightly damaged her garden. I honestly just crushed a couple flowers. Am I sorry? No. Her excuse sent me over the edge. It just sorta happened. Isn't a reason. Well, sleeping with my fiancé just happened like that, I guess. I told her I didn't want her speaking to me anymore, and that I also didn't want our mom to speak to me. My fiancé won't say a word, since I threatened to call the police if he ever went near me again. Yeah, I made my sister cry and scream at me, but I genuinely feel like I should be the one crying. She knew how important getting married was to me, and now I can't experience that. Pair that with the fact that I had to hear this from my dad, not my bum excuse of a sister or fiancé. Hell, even my own mother didn't say a word to me. It's like she lets my sister run her. Oh, fuck you, Mia. Fuck you, Jaden. If they ever see this, I'd be absolutely delighted.
May Mia and Jaden forever have the warm side of the pillow, constantly step on Legos in the dark, and also have pee that can't fully wipe off. So now there's a spot on their pants that people notice. I would go scorched earth. Every single person in the family and friends would know. I would send it to their employers, coworkers, and make it even more uncomfortable for them. Anytime they get a new job, I'm letting them know. Any new friend or new relationship, I will be in their inbox, physical or online, doesn't matter. It's up to people to decide if they want to be associated with cheaters. But one thing is for sure, it will be uncomfortable in the least. Wherever they go, I will sleep in their walls. Your dad is a hero. Imagine living with a guy who had slept with your sister and you finding this out later, which you obviously would have at some point in life. The whole marriage would have been a lie. Your dad's a savior. Try to value him. At least someone who seems normal here.
Cut them off, girl. Your sister has no respect or love for you. In fact, she's probably jealous and dangerous. I would move away and have nothing more to do with them. Family that swirl around in this are really dysfunctional. I would be gone. Oh, family are some of the worst betrayers of people. They do the most damage. So I would go no contact with all of them.
This is one of those rare instances where it is appropriate to blame the affair partner just as much as well. Like your own sister? This is sick. I'm so sorry, girl, but you can still get married and do all the things you want, just not with this horribly fake person that was in your life. Take your time to grieve. This was an assault on all ends of your trust, but consider it time saved for the right people later on. I'm curious on the details. Was it a one-time thing or not? And did they actually care for each other?
Oh, curse them. That's awful. You only ruined a few flowers. I would have dug that whole shrine up and dumped horse crap on it. Sheesh, the audacity she had to cry and scream at you. But also, I am so sorry this happened. What a sorry excuse of a sister and fiancé. I'll come back from what I said. Don't crap dump anything, as it's free fertilizer. Salt, on the other hand, well, that would be terrible.
I'd visit a dog park for 20 minutes straight, fill a bag, and spread a memorial over her garden. Seriously, OP, I'm so sorry this happened to you, and you suffered this level of betrayal from so many people. I'm glad this thread is offering you some levity. I'm grateful that your father made the choice that he did, and you have him on your side. You are hurt and allowed to be human. Give yourself some grace and protect your peace. Sending hugs from an internet stranger.
Absolute garbage pieces of trash that can have each other now. Make sure everyone knows exactly what they did and that your mom covered for them. You have to lift up this rock, protecting them, and reveal the insects that they are. Expose them to the full solar beams. This is the only thing that gets rid of parasites. They should be pushed to hide from the pain they caused. I expected the extra mile to be whooping her booty, but a few flowers, well, she'll grow them again. She can't unbreak bones, but figuratively speaking, of course, not saying you should do anything like that. Just want to say that you have far more self-restraint than me.
You may not feel it now, but don't give up on marriage forever. Let your heart heal. Take your time. But if marriage is something that you want for yourself, please do not let your ex and your sister win by making yourself lonely and miserable. Do not waste your time and energy being angry at people for too long. Life is too short for that. Whilst you're wasting your time being hurt and angry, these people could be out there, living their best lives. Don't do that to yourself. Why give them that power over you, to ruin your life? Don't give anybody the power to ruin your life.
Thank you all for the comments. The next edits I've added to answer some of these. Edit number 1, since many people keep bringing this up. Yes, I'm extra upset because I lost the relationship I've always put 100% into. I was super excited to get married to the man I loved, of course. But then this news came out. It really hurt me. I didn't want to believe it at first. I almost thought my dad was pulling my leg. Later turned out to be true. I swear, I have trust issues for life now. Edit number 2. Thanks again for all the suggestions, y'all. It's helping me feel more confident in exposing them. I'm just a bundle of nerves right now, because I know crap's gonna hit the fan again. When I do so, I'll try my best to come with an update. I mean, it's the least y'all deserve. Edit number 3. When I particularly said I decided to hurt her and had ruined something so meaningful, to her, the symbol of the flowers planted there wasn't anything too light in my eyes, though. I thought it was a hardcore move. I feel like for most people, besides on here, that would be a bit far. That's just how I feel, though. I understand it's not what you guys wanted for that moment. Clearly worked a bit, though, since she thought I was so psychotic for that. Like I said, I don't feel sorry about hurting her that way. I knew that was her weak spot. Last edit. As I posted before somewhere, but it got deleted. I did it. I put them on blast. I'll talk about the aftermath in the next update. I blasted them with the following message. The wedding is off. If you want to know why, ask Mia or Jaden, unless they are too busy having sex together in my bed again. In which case, Ask my mother, who knew about it and kept it to herself. Hey everyone. Seems like my original post has been deleted. Reddit. Doesn't like me blasting them online, I guess. Thanks again for the comments and support. I found out quite a bit. To start off, I did expose her and my ex on my story online. I unblocked them both to tag them. Shout out to one of the commenters who wrote down what I should say. I saved it and wrote it down, but added some other words of my own for flavor. My ex actually blocked me after he saw my story. After this, I sent my Reddit post to my sister. At the time, she didn't see it immediately, and I got a call from my ex's mom. She was furious about everything. She asked me how I was holding up, and if I had heard the news. Heard the news? My heart sank a little, because I honestly couldn't bear to hear any more bad news. I asked her what she was talking about. She said, "Oh, so you haven't?" I said no, and asked her to tell me. My sister's pregnant. She's pregnant. Apparently, his mom freaked out at him when she found out about the cheating. During this, he confessed this to his mom in an attempt to make her chill out towards him a bit, but mostly towards my sister. I didn't want to hear any more, so I told her I needed to hang up the phone. Thankfully, she accepted, because I literally burst into tears 2 seconds later. After 5 minutes of crying, I heard my phone notification. My sister responded to my story and text with the Reddit post link. She was texting me in all caps, begging me to take it down. If I wasn't so upset, I would have laughed a little at her response. But I just sat there, watching her blow up my phone. Then she said something. That snapped me back. I got even angrier when she said,
"I'm coming over, and I'm telling Mom that you're spreading my business online."
Ugh, all right, you big baby. Still never responded, though. I felt frozen. 30 minutes later, she's trying to break my door down, yelling for me to open it while still going at it.
"Open up, right now, delete it."
Hitting my door, just non-stop.
"Open the door. I know you're in there." Hello? I know you're in there." "Let go of everything." "Oh, scared now?" "Let go." "Okay, let's go. I'll kick it in. Open up. Right now you..." "Let go." "You are choosing for me to break it down." "Let go of everything."
So I opened it in a fit of rage and unleashed everything that had boiled up within me, started screaming all kinds of bad at her. She tried overruling me, screaming at me to take it down. I told her it's gonna stay up for as long as I want it to. She kept telling me she didn't deserve online hate, that she even tried telling me, and that she's always been there for me through everything. She even said that if it was the other way around, she would have forgiven me. When I saw her stuck-up self saying that, I lost it. That's when it just happened, that her face duped my hand. A small part of me felt guilty when I saw her shock. I'm not the fighting type, and that was probably evident in my last post with the flowers. Then she said,
"Oh, well, yeah. It's not my fault. He was tired of you."
Ugh. Oh, yeah? That's when I told her that I hope she ends up like her dog. That she deserves every bit of hate she's getting for ruining my relationship. I even apologized for not ruining her entire garden and her stupid face at first. I know I'm wrong for saying this, but the entire time, she was playing the victim. She called me evil and told me to rot in hell, kept saying I was, punishing her over a mistake. I said, "You have no idea what you've put me through, and I know you would have done the same thing if you were the victim." She kept crying and insulting me because all she's ever done was support me through everything, and I had the nerve to hurt her and allow strangers to bash her on the internet. I told her again that she deserved it, that I don't want her talking to me ever again, and if she comes near me, I am calling 911. She kept saying I was being extremely unfair and that she already said she was sorry in her texts. What now? I wasn't having it. I told her to tell Mom. I'm not talking to her again either. She asked me if I was really going to cut her off like that. I didn't entertain her anymore, and I just wished her good luck with her unwanted, unwelcome, and illegitimate child, and told her to go home. That was the last time she walked off my porch. Anyway, I had to clean up my favorite vase because she smashed it, but it doesn't even matter. At least they're out of my life. However, it's weird how sad I feel now. It's for my own good, but still, I'll never experience the bond we had again. On the bright side, seems like I've dodged 2 bullets. Thanks again, though, everyone. Maybe I do need therapy. Last thing before I wrap this up. My dad called not too long ago, asking me to take every post down because, according to my mother, my sister is bawling her eyes out hysterically over mean, inconsiderate people on the internet. Ugh, let's not, as if I'm taking anything down. Would explain my posts keep getting deleted. My dad's pissed about her pregnancy, but my mom continues to defend her by saying we, as a family, need to chill out on her a little bit. This is why I'm not talking to her. That's why she's out. Thanks again, though, everyone. I'm exhausted, and I need to worry about other things. The real last thing before I go, it's fitting. Fuck them both, once again.
What kind of backlash are they receiving online? Also, have they been sworn off from seeing or speaking to each other?
My post got removed, it seems. I sent her the Reddit thread, so she saw the comments, and our cousins supposedly had some interesting words for her. I found out a few minutes ago that she apparently deactivated her social media. Not 100% sure. Seems like people around our circles are fuming and pissed, though.
What's your dad's reaction to this? Are you going to keep a relationship with him, and only him? Is he going to try to play happy family and be the in-between? You should probably tell your dad everything that has happened. I also wouldn't be the least bit surprised if your sister did something drastic to make herself the victim, like making victim-fueled deceiving announcements to garner pity. Keep an eye out for those kind of shenanigans.
Thanks, I will. She seems like she would do that right now. I haven't talked to my dad yet, but when I do, I'm guaranteed to find out lots of new stuff, so I'll edit the post if anything happens.
Honestly, Reddit can be pretty anonymous, unless people you know your account. I'd post that stuff everywhere to call them out. She thinks Reddit hates her. Just wait until everyone she knows does. Internet hate is a lot different and softer than in person. By the way, your dad calling and your mom defending your sister. I'm so sick of expecting those wrong to suck it up and be the bigger person. Can we stop this and start holding bad people accountable? Always with family is family and do it to keep the peace. Where is this family is family when she slept with OP's fiancé? And what about her peace? They just want OP to sacrifice herself, to make things easier for them. Not that they care about what OP is going through?
I hope your sister's awful story gets picked up by those Instagrams, TikToks, and YouTubes that read off Reddit posts in the robot voice.
Royal A.I. Enter the chat. I am on it.
I hope she can't escape hearing about it, and when there's a moment, it becomes more silent. I hope someone else in her life forwards one and says, "Oh my God, is this you?" I hope her messy business is spread all over the place. Your friend and family group is the least she deserves. Stay strong, OP. This will pass for you, and you'll be better and stronger because of it. Your sister, on the other hand? Oh well, good freaking riddance.
You own everything that happened to you. Tell your stories.
If people wanted you to write warmly about them, they should have behaved better. Can I just say that I feel nothing but pain on OP's behalf? What in the actual earth? Her own sister? Grew up with her, did everything with her, shared special memories with her, etc. I can't understand family doing such things to each other. That's cruel. I normally lurk on here, but holy crap, I had to make an account to say this. OP, unleash your doubts and expose her on everything. Don't you dare listen to your family. Your own sister did this to you. Your fiancé is a weak simp too. But he's replaceable. Your sister isn't. Was she jealous of your relationship? I feel like this isn't the first time they did something. This needs to be shared everywhere. Sister is a straight narcissist, and she's not even hiding it. How on earth do you destroy your own sister's dreams and relationship? And then try to turn it on her. And she smashed your vase? OP, you should have called the police. This is mad behavior. She's gonna teach her kid to be just like her. This is so far from normal.
Classic narcissist move to try and shift the blame to you and manipulate you like you're not the victim here. Sorry, but your sister is a selfish bitch. Do not take it down. Let the world know who she really is. Wait a moment, she actually said. Punishing her over a mistake. Can she think? Seriously, she pretty much uprooted your life and destroyed multiple relationships along the way. She knew what she was doing before she cheated, and after she likely felt guilty about it. But it doesn't change the fact that she did it. She needs to deal with the consequences if she's honest about rebuilding a relationship with you. Clearly, your sister is more focused on her own image built on lies than actually feeling sorry.
I doubt she felt guilty. That's why she hasn't shown any remorse or apologized. Just expected OP to rug sweep. Then went so far as to say, "It's not my fault Jaden was tired of you. Her sister is a disgusting piece of work."
Pregnant from a one-time thing? Oh no, but it's most likely not true. She must have planned this because she's keeping it. Explains your mom's darker intentions. Gonna be a granny. And might be loving it? Did you ask how many times they hooked up? And how did your parents find out? And most of all, why did they do it?
My sister admitted it to my mom first. After keeping it a secret for a couple days, my mom told my dad. They both denied it being something that happened multiple times. But again, I don't believe that. I'm assuming the guilt ate her up. However, she did plead my mom to not tell anyone. Their why? Other than, we were just talking and one thing led to another. Nope, nothing.
I know this story is real, because that is 100% exactly how my sister and I would argue, right down to insulting her. Stupid face. OP, I'm so sorry that this is all happening to you. You don't deserve this. I don't understand how anyone could betray someone like this. I hope you're able to rest and heal once everything settles down.
I've never understood how people claim cheating just happened. Like, were you both walking around no coverage and you tripped and somehow fell onto his Oompa Loompa at the perfect angle? No? Then it took some conscious effort, you silly liar.
I'm choosing to believe this is real because I, like OP, love chaos.
Cheating on your sibling's intended spouse is about as low as a person can get. To turn up pregnant with their unwanted affair baby? Oh wow, that's a whole other level of nasty. He's a weak, disgusting boy, but her sister? She's the type of snake that can never be trusted. If she'd do this to her own sister, then she'd do it to anyone else. Nothing is sacred to her. Hope it was worth it, because it's ruined their family. Every holiday, every birthday. They are all broken and destroyed. All because the sister is a snake that chose to be with the one person in the world she shouldn't have. There will be no making this up. There is no forgiveness.
Royal A.I.
Today, I've officially decided to go low contact with my dad. Surprisingly, he wasn't that upset about it. He understands. However, he's still on team take down the posts. And that's why I made my decision. My mom wants nothing to do with me because if I wasn't going to respect the family, there's no point in trying to get to me. Wow, it's almost like that's exactly what I wanted. So, I'll take it. My cousin and the sister of my ex have been supporting me. Apparently, my sister has had meltdown after meltdown because more people are slowly finding out about the affair. not only in person, but on the internet. Her precious online image. She actually got into it with my cousin online. According to my cousin, my sister keeps asking her to tell me to take down the posts because she is really sorry. And now she felt pressured into doing what she did. Last I even heard about my ex was from his sister. She told me that they did speak, and although he's not ready for a child, he doesn't feel comfortable leaving my pregnant sister on her own. He also wants me to stop what I'm doing, but oh well, they're made for each other. Anyway, I've surprisingly been feeling a bit better thanks to my cousin and my new sister, as I like to call my ex's sister now. I've actually gotten some good sleep. Still considering therapy too. A very tiny part of me feels pretty bad for exposing my sister and ex, and I'll always miss the relationship I've had with both of them, even despite my last encounter with my sister. But they've hurt me, and it's what they deserve. If they're not taking it well, that's their problem. Beware, my posts keep getting deleted, and now my accounts are being suspended. I'll try and keep it up. I'll paste it in the comments for now. Thanks everyone once again.
Mia and Jaden are the worst. May every stroller they get have ridiculously squeaky wheels. May their child treat every valuable or favorite object of theirs as though it is a canvas to be smashed, painted, glued, or thrown across the living room. May their child spill all of their dirt to strangers at the most unfortunate times.
Leave your posts up. Sister deserves to be called out, and her friends need to know she may destroy their relationships with their boyfriends or husbands and doesn't care for the family unit.
Speaking of her friends, I actually have no idea what they think about this, but I can assume they found out. Of course. My sister is not taking this well, so I'm assuming they're pestering her with questions too.
It's weird how your mom is scolding you about respecting your family, but was totally fine with your sister being intimate with your fiancé. These people will do anything to keep the peace, even if it means neglecting and enabling stuff like this. Pretty illogical, honestly. Your mom doesn't really want you to respect the family. She wants you to do as you are told. I am pretty sure it's definitely not because your sister has brought embarrassment to her door. Oh my, what must the neighbors think? Sounds like your mom is a sympathizer of cheaters. This opens a whole new can of worms for your dad. I wonder how many times she cheated herself.
Your sister, your ex-fiancé, your mother, and your father deserve to know what decent people think of them and what they've done. Realize this and stay with me. Don't get triggered now. Considering this is Reddit, and there are also a lot of proudly self-proclaimed indecent people on here, am I right? Well, even those are outraged by them. That should tell them exactly the kind of horrible bottom behavior they've exhibited. They are awful, and they asked for wrath and judgment. So that's what they get. Your family only cares about your sister here and have thrown you to the wolves. How dare they not only not support you, but then also demand that you cut yourself off from the thousands and thousands of supportive people on the internet. These thousands of people are the ones who see them for what they are, also giving you comfort and protection while that was their job. If they wanted less judgment and disgust from people, they should have behaved better in the first place. You made the right decision to cut off contact with those 3 people, because, right now at least, they do not have your best interest at heart. OP, not that it really needs to be said, but literally nobody thinks your sister is actually sorry. My bad, she is sorry, but only because she's publicly and painfully reaping what she so gleefully privately sowed. She should get used to it, because the story is going to follow her for the rest of her life. Not only will her baby daddy not stick around, but no decent woman will ever trust her as a friend, and they definitely won't let her around their partners. Also, no quality man will have her once they hear what she is capable of doing to her own family. The only society that will embrace her are lowlifes like herself. That would be a harsh reality to adjust to, but she's going to have to. She's earned it.
Yeah, well, the more I think about it, the more I wish I had less self-control in this situation. I wish Reddit stopped deleting everything.
I think your post might keep getting removed. Because you identified your sister and your ex by first name or something. You have to keep it anonymous. Don't get me wrong, I think they deserve to be outed, and I am obviously not a moderator. So this is just a guess. I haven't seen you using real names, but that explains it. No clue if they did so. Because of a mistake you made in a previous first post somewhere, or a comment, or not. Again, I could be wrong.
Oh, that's fair then. I didn't use their real first names in this one, but hopefully they don't do it because of the comment where I posted the full story.
Reddit says your account has been suspended, which means nobody will see any replies now unless they're watching the post. Reddit has decided to step in and suspend probably for doxing, or the other thing. While mentioning this, as you said, you didn't do anything wrong, she fell towards you. I get it. But still annoying though.
Cheating is a form of emotional mistreatment. There never is an excuse or reason to cheat. And many times people aren't upset at what they did, but upset at the repercussions of what they have done. People like that can never be truly trusted, and probably best to have them out of your life.
No, that's very true. That's what I told myself, so I'd stop feeling bad. To be honest, everything just feels weird. One of the two most important people in my life became the two people I'm no longer speaking to.
I still want to know if you got revenge at your ex-fiancé too. Just a breakup ain't good enough for jumping and impregnating your sister. Your sister is infinitely worse. But still.
At first, I confronted him about it, and I tried to be as calm as possible. But the excuses kept coming, and he then accused me of throwing away our relationship over a mistake. That's where I flipped. So I just threw half his stuff in the trash and outside on the streets.
So she went from it just happened to she was pressured. And she's pregnant? How long was this going on, or is she just fertile myrtle over here?
See what I mean? It's just lie after lie with them. She's only sorry because I exposed her. When I confronted her about it at first, the word sorry never left her mouth. In her defense, she did say sorry through text. Like, seriously?
That brings us to the end of OP's posts, so there you have it. Her sister feels justified in her actions, which tells us all we need to know about her. Just remember, when a mistress gets promoted, she leaves a job opening. This one is sad. There are no winners, just broken, sad people. And then there'll be an innocent baby brought into this awful mess. What would you advise, OP? Let us know in the comments. I'll join the conversation.
You like the way these stories are brought to you? If so, I got you covered. More like this on my channel. Thank you for staying till the end. Let me know if you enjoyed this episode. See you in the next one.
You love the girl who loved the man who slipped away under the sun. Open your eyes and you'll understand who broke your back, the ginger man. We are all